Looks like Michigan has blessed us with another sunny, warm day. So let's take advantage of it. I woke up frisky today and I want to kick some ass. So let's open this thing up and take out this front grill, take out the radiator, and take out as much as we can today. Let's do it. Alright, so to take this grill out, we have to take these plugs out. I think there's 4 of them. And here's our tool we're going to use. But let me zoom up close to this so you can see what's going on here. Alright, there. What we're going to do is put a slotted screwdriver in here. Pop this out. And we can pull this whole thing out. So when you put it back in, now we have to take out the other 3. Okay. Let's pull this grill off. It was unbelievable how difficult this grill was to remove. And I did learn one important thing, which is not to take the advice from some people on YouTube. Let me investigate. This was the advice that I was mentioning. I really didn't have to take out some of these screws, which when I did and I pulled the grill out, it actually created more of a problem than it should have. So I should have left those screws in there. You can see right there it's separating. I needed to take out the top ones to take it off of the frame, but the ones that are closer to the front of the grill, I should have left those 2 on, because that attaches the headlamp to the grill itself. There's a screw right underneath here. You're not really missing anything, but if you have to do this, you'll know. I'm just taking everything out. You can always put it back together. So right here. Yeah, it's like the children's manual isn't a step-by-step. I mean, it doesn't tell you everything, how to do anything, really. I mean, it just gives you pointers, like, hey, take this off. It doesn't tell you how to do it. It doesn't tell you what tools you need. So, I mean, I'm not letting anybody think that it's a cure-all, but it's better than not knowing anything. Any connection to knowledge, but you can see that it's not tilting down. turn the camera off before I destroy anything, and I'm going to look down here and see if there's anything that we need to take off. Okay, can you see me? I figured out what the problem was. You have to just push this in and pop this out and freeze it from here. And I'm hoping that we can just pull it off, so. Come on. Of course not, so hold on. It's very stubborn, so you just have to be delicate because it's a plastic part that probably costs a bunch of money to replace, so we're trying not to break everything around here. So just me trying to be delicate is the difficult part. Because I don't like when things are not cooperative at all. Like there's this clip here that's just like... Anyway. So it's almost out though, look guys. It's exciting, it's just this little thing down here. Being a fucker. Come on, dude. The whole team is rooting for you to come out. So through trial and error, I was able to not figure out how to remove the headlamps from this. I just resorted in using brute force. And on one side I broke a clip, and on this side I was able to pull off. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that this can be removed. And of course it can't because of this thing down here. Yeah, this whole process was totally retarded because if I would have known not to remove just 4 screws, 2 on each light, that the grill and the light fixtures, when you pull it back, it removes everything in one piece. The Chilton's manual didn't mention how to remove the grill or show you any of the parts that you needed to unfasten. They just showed taking out 4 clips on the top, and then it just folds down and easy peasy removal. But you can see that it's not at all anything like that. So I struggled, and I couldn't find any information really on how to do it, so I just played it by ear, and this is actually the results you get from that decision making. Fucker. Fuck. So what I ended up doing is just struggling over and over, fighting with this thing until I finally got so angry I just pulled and yanked on it, and yeah, I broke one side of the clip. God. Every step makes me hate cars even more than yesterday. It gives me a new respect for mechanics because I understand their struggle. Just motherfucker. Oops. Looks like that broke. Come on out, you fucker. I just fucking hate cars. For fuck's sake, cut. Okay, so it looks like 2 of these screws on each side didn't need to be removed, which is this screw right here. And this one down here. So let me put those in on each one of them, and then we'll be done with this and we can set it aside. And then we'll go and take that radiator out. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys that clip that broke when I was pulling that off. And I don't know if the manufacturer intended for somebody to go under the car and try to loosen that up. So anyways, that's how it goes. Have to glue it or something. But yeah, at least I got the grill out. So let's go take the radiator out now. Alright, so what we gotta do, I guess, is mark this on here. Where this latch is. We'll do one of these numbers. We'll say this is number 1. And we'll say this one's number 2. So we got to make this one different than this. So if we forget what's what, we'll remember. It's all about making things dummy proof, because anybody can become a dummy so easily these days. I'm going to put these right back in here so I don't lose them. Whenever you get the opportunity to do that, do it. Because then you don't have to worry about, where's my screws at? What did I do with them? Okay, now the next thing is we're going to disconnect this little cable right here. So what I'm going to do is relieve the pressure and pull it through here. There. Alright, so here's the secret on how to remove this part. What we're going to do is squeeze this in here like this. We're just going to pull it out. Just like that. Alright, there's one of these on both sides, so we're going to take that off first. And of course, it's a 10mm. Right, so I'm going to take this clip off right here. Remember our specialty tool that pulls gas lines and shit like that? We're going to use it again in this. Success. So let's disconnect these. I'll put the adjustable wrench, which is I think an 8-inch, in here. Just gonna turn these. And you gotta make sure that this doesn't turn. Just make sure that turns. This one is giving me problems. That's what that orange or pink stuff is. It's a super penetrant. I'm hoping it makes it more cooperative. I'm gonna just try to unscrew these things. Hopefully I don't have any problems. Of course you can't fit. Take deep breaths. Usually when stress happens, which is what cars cause me, stress and anxiety. Usually I just need to take a deep breath. There we go. Alright, let me figure this out. And I'll get back to you with the results. So I think I'm going to take a different approach, and instead of removing those hoses down there that were impossible to remove, I'm going to try to attempt to remove this right here. Success. Now we can just pull those off. Put this back on. Let me show you how to relieve some pressure. I would not recommend doing this. Pressure relieved. Let's remove these 13 millimeter. I'm going to plug these holes in these so no contamination or anything goes up in there. So we'll just put some paper towel in there. Just a little insurance plan so nothing goes wrong. Chilton's manual told me not to disconnect these, just to disconnect the air conditioning compressor and move it to the side, but I felt that it would be better to just remove the entire thing. Give me more space to remove the engine. Okay, whatever. Alright, the next step is to remove this, the air conditioning compressor. You got 2 bolts that are 15 millimeter, which are right here. Alright, I'm back. I had to get something bigger. There we go. That's why you use a breaker bar, to brake. Alright, we only have one more to go. And that is a 13 millimeter, which is on this far back side over here. You guys probably can't see it, but you're not missing anything, just trust me. It's there. One, 2, that's how you do that. Alright, next step. It's about to happen, the moment we've been waiting so long for. I'm going to take this radiator out right now. Fuck yeah! Success! Sorry about the noise in the back. Some a-hole is doing something at the exact same time I'm videotaping. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it for now. What I want to do is rinse this thing out to get all the crap out of it. So I'm gonna run straight water in there and just pour all the excess radiator fluid that's in there. Sorry, Mr. Spiders, you're gonna have to go live somewhere else. Put a done stamp on it.